Gamestar Radio would like to advise that this live shoutcast may contain coarse language and content that may be unsuitable for people under the age of 15.
This Gamestar Shoutcast is proudly sponsored by OzGamers, the place to go for all the latest PC and console news, reviews and downloads, so check out ozgamers.com for all the info.
OzGamers, helping you be a part of Australia's games community.
Gamer, do you know what it takes to be the best? Because we do.
The Elite Shoutcasting Network.
Are you listening?
Good evening indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a Gamestah Shoutcast. My name's s1a1. Pleasure to have you along for this, well, for me, it's a midnight episode. It's beautiful timing when it comes to zombie action. It is midnight here in Kiwiland, but it's only around about 10 p.m. over there in Australia. And it's a very good evening to, first of all, the Spare Dave. How are you, my man?
I'm awesome, RC. Thanks for having us along. What an awesome time to be casting Left 4 Dead.
Oh, look, I tell you, man, it's bloody going to be exciting. Good times coming up. And, of course, over in the blue corner, standing in for us, coming along for a bit of the zombie craziness, it's none other than the man of the week, the Thrax. How are you, dude?
Good, mate. Good. Good for a good night for a bit of Left 4 Dead, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I'm going to start my record right now, so if you're trying to sync up your demo, you better start getting organised, because there goes my record right there, and it is recording, which is very exciting. So we're over here on Left 4 Dead's Dead Air, and my goodness me, it's the full 5 levels, Dave. Oh, I don't know. I reckon it starts hotter than it finishes. But this map is just the whole match of Dead Air just creates just so much and so many problems for both teams all the way through.
Yeah, no, it's a good map like that. Plenty of options for both good play by survivors and, of course, the infected. Some huge opportunities. And RC, man, you're almost going to have the sun coming up by the time this match is done.
Oh, look, let's hope so. That'll be fucking fantastic. But we're just waiting for a couple of the MHz boys. In fact, it's one apiece from each side. I'll run you through the teams very quickly. We've got on the MHz side, we've got Lodic, Peterpotamus, Pickletron, and the Shads. And then over on the Quattro side, Kyo, we'll go with Kyo, shall we? Archangel, the Crab, and Ragnarok. The Quattro boys sitting on top of the table at the moment. MHz are just a little way down, but effectively both teams have just had one win, so it's not that much of a big difference. As looks like everybody's happy, and we're going to get ourselves a couple of restarts before we go live.
Hell yeah, should be good. Hopefully see some nice early tanks, see some decimation, and always makes the game interesting. So also see what weapons the fellas are going to pick at the start, bit of variety, or if it's all going to be Uzis along the way.
Just got myself caught, so the old spectate call comes into play once again, but looks like they're going to get themselves set up from a zombie perspective. They're going to go right out the front door there, so the Boomer just making his way all the way out there in his slow, fat fashion. But we've got 2 hunters and a smoker up on the roof in where you'd expect them to be, and the Boomer, he's hiding down just out the side of the greenhouse, waiting for. In fact, he's just gone up onto the roof. He's climbed up the pipe, and he's got to get a hunter come along with him. So straight away, it looks like the Quattro boys are going to look for a big bath bag boom, and then follow it up with a couple of hunter pounces from 2 or 3 different directions.
So Thrax is having a little bit of spec issue here, apparently. What are you locked in first person there, Thrax?
Locked to spectators, actually. First person and third, but I can't fly around free.
That's right, you don't want to fly around
that's your
free.
space bar, dude. That's your space bar. You just want to flick that a couple of times, you'll go to third person, you'll go to free, whatever you like. So just rotate using that. But looks like they found a pipe bomb, so Bill's found the pipe bomb. Oh, Thrax, you noob. Oh well, either way, we'll let Thrax redeal with the bind, and
told him that.
As the first hordes comes flying on in, and they're just going to hold in that back building at the back of the greenhouse there, Dave. It's just slow going at the moment. They know that Quattro's going to come and give them complete arseholes any minute now, and that's exactly what I'm waiting for. The big one to watch, though, is going to be that smoker. He's going to try for the pull off the wooden bridge, and you watch him there. He is waiting to line it up. There he goes. He spawned up. So let's see what he can do.
All quiet on the western front here, RC. And first pounce.
Oh,
second
just
pounce.
missing.
What's the smoker action? Is there any
Oh, big bath bag. So the bath bags come out, the smoker's going bang, bang, bang. He can't quite pick up anything and he gets taken down. So shots are ringing out all over the place, but the Boomer's bath bag has been fantastic. He kept all 4 of them, ladies and gentlemen, so he's picked up everybody along the way, and they're just getting complete grief from this unwanted horde, really, as they've pushed through. That horde was pretty useful, if I do say so, Dave. Three of the players have dropped 25% of their health as a result.
Yeah, definitely. It was good. And we've got a smoke on Lodicus at the back with the guys around the tanks in. This could be trouble for them by the bridge. Tank is on. There's a boomer happening as well. Thrax, where are you at, mate?
They're in some serious trouble right here, the MT GAHURTZ boys, with Potamus down. Locus, Lotok got off the back. They're in all sorts of trouble.
That tank's just pushing across. He's going straight across the air. He's got 2 of them down, so he's got 1 off the edge of the building. He's got 2 down. A Hunter's underneath another, and the only man standing is the old man Bill, and he's got a tank to take on, and I'm pretty sure this is all over Red Rover. Oh, dear God. It's looking hot to try. Oh, tank throws him off the building to finish him off. I was first personing on Francis, and he has just gone flying a mile, boys, to finish off the round. And that is some great tankage far too early, and that's exactly what happens when you get the early tank spawn.
Oh, nice one. A massive 39 points there. But now it's Quattro's turn to see if they can do. Of course, MT GAHURTZ going to get the same tank, so we'll all come down to whether they can do it in style, or if the guys can deal with this tank. Might need a little tweak on that, RC. These tanks out the door. It's not Left 4 Dead if it doesn't go for 4 hours.
Oh, look, mate, there's a change coming. We've confirmed a change in amongst the admins, and they're going back to full level respawn, a full level spawn, and we're going to nuke it so that the earliest tank can't come before 30% of the way through. So it'll be a lot better. We're trying to get it so that the tank actually comes around about the 60-75% mark, because those are some very good spots on the maps that they come through. But we'll just have to wait and see. The mods that we're playing with are slightly painful, and we're doing our best to push on through as we just wait for these Quattro boys to get themselves organised and bail out of their start zone. And as Ragnarok calls the ready, the courtesy ready's coming up, which is always nice to see.
Oh, isn't that polite?
Oh, it's bloody good, man, because it allows the zombies to get themselves, or the infected to get themselves set up, and it's, you know, it's just, as I say, it's just that courtesy aspect that allows the infected. It's more for the infected than anything, because the survivors are there just standing at spawn waiting and rocking and rolling. You know, a few bits and pieces to talk about, you know, like your mum and how she was last night and that sort of thing. But other than that, it's basically letting the infected go, alright, we'll go 3 up here and 1 over there.
Yep, definitely. So looks like the teams are ready to go here. So the pressure's on now for Quattro. They got to deal with this tank, and really early days still, anyone's match to the end, but if they can come through on top, we'll certainly give them a bit of a head start. Just milling around in the antechamber by the greenhouse, and they're going to wait for that first horde rush. Just a quick look, these guys have gone 3 with the Uzi and 1 with the shotgun, so the opposite to the way that MT GAHURTZ were playing it here, RC, and just milling around by the bridge at the moment, just picking off the horde.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that smoker to see what damage he can do. He's just jumped off the building. He's gone down the bottom, so he's gone down to the bottom. He's going to try and pull them down, which is an interesting approach, but hasn't spawned in time, and as a result, it was pretty much a wasted effort going down there. So, and here comes Tanky Poo. So he's on his merry little way, just climbing up the buildings. I'm looking to get up and over the top. Yep, here he goes. So tank is coming up over the top. We've got a small boom come along, which is allowed, and Quattro pushing right back inside the greenhouse. They know the story. Get him into a close space. Don't let Mr. Tank play around in the big open space like he had a chance to do with the in the enclosed spaces. And they've pushed him. They're going right back, just short of safe house, in fact. And the tank is just mulling around, trying to get his team more organised around him. So the hunters are going flying, big flying pounce goes in, bashed away, and down goes the Lotic, nowhere near getting a kill on the Archangel as he took him down in mid-flight. So now the tank starts pushing in. Oh, they found a molly. They've found a molly and they've boomed it, so that's going to create a nice round for it. But they've got Hunter taking down Zoe. She's having a merry old time with Zoe over in the corner in the form of the Ragnarok, and it's pretty much all on here to drop the tank.
Yeah, that's it. With all three down, no support, the tank is on fire, and these guys are just running circles around. The tank's going to go for a throw, but it crashes harmlessly into the pot plants, and the guy's just letting rip with the mollies. Tank taken care of, and certainly Quattro looking large and in charge. Early days yet, pushing through, not waiting around, into the house, and breathe a sigh of relief for dealing with that tank a lot better than MT GAHURTZ did.
Yeah, there'll be they're still not out of the woods yet, and just because the tank's dead, ladies and gentlemen, don't think that life becomes easy, because there are plenty of opportunities on this first map, especially as they're progressing through these buildings tracks. You'll see them all just sort of pop up on top of the buildings, and I'm sure there's going to be a few 25-point pounce opportunities coming our way, isn't there?
Oh, definitely. I think the guy to watch right now is the smoker. This is a very dangerous spot for survivors, with the smoker easily being able to pick the last one up the ladder, and he's missed his opportunity. So that's unfortunate, but that's a very quick instant kill spot right there if they can get it.
Oh, he's got his tongue around somebody. I think he's gone for Zoe once again. It could have been the poor old black dude in the form of the Lewis, but not to be the case as they start to push on inside, Dave. So it should be fairly straightforward from here. Only really the truck area to deal with, and Zoe's got a pipe bomb to make that a little bit easier work.
Yeah, definitely. As the pipe goes out there on top of the truck here, and pushing inside, you can hear the hunters. Are they going to get it? As the guys do get a little bit separated, so Pounce on 13 by the Pilgrims on second. Pounce coming. Guys are on fire, but looks like they're going to be safe. They get inside the quick swallow of the pills. 1, 2, 3, 4 in the house. Easy.
Far too easy. 1160 is what they'll score on the OzGamer scoreboard. So 1160 plays 39 after the first map, and we'll just switch it all around. Quattro will start Oz as survivors for the second map, and that'll be away laughing pretty much. So pretty straightforward little map for Quattro. But yeah, I'm thinking that MT GAHURTZ have just been woken up if they were half asleep at 10 o'clock at night.
Surely they'd all be pumped on V and Mother and whatever else, because what else is there to do on a Friday night if you're playing computer games?
There we go. As everybody's just readying up. You know, you did right. What else can you do? It's Friday night. You've got a match on. Let's quaff a few of the required beverages to get the motor skills running far too fast. Either way, we're over to map number 2 here on Dead Air. This is a bit of a tricky one, ladies and gentlemen. You're pushing out and through from the warehouse, go out into a small construction area, and then you've got to go up the stairwell. Now, this is where shit really does get real, because there are plenty of opportunities for big pounces coming off the top of cranes, planes, and automobiles all in the same motion. So, Dave, it's going to be manic before they even get a chance to push on out here and make their way through the level. And let's hope like hell that we don't see an early tank, because otherwise it's going to be all on completely.
Yeah, definitely. Look, this is one of my favourite maps in all of Left 4 Dead. I don't know what it is. It's so nasty, but it can flow so well for the survivors if they've got their shit together. But it can quite easily turn into a bad day in Bosnia. So alright, door is opening, the readies are up, these guys are pushing out. Of course there's we're going to have that smoker probably up behind them, and of course going to be left behind. If they're over the fence, he pulls them back, and there's no way to get back and save them. So it's Shad, so the pressure's on, he's got to get it. They're going to know they're there, know that he's there, and he's hiding at the back here, Arcee.
He's just hiding. I'm a bit disappointed. I was hoping he'd go in for a bit of a snipe with the old tongue and get it round Zoe. Everybody aims for Zoe. No, instead he's just playing with his spray on the wall. Come on, you noob, Shads. He's got his teammates up top. He's got 2 hunters right up top and the boomers down the bottom, just over by the stairwell, I think, because I'm just going to quickly flick over to third person. Yeah, he's just up in the cargo building, so he's grabbed one, and yep, just one on the man, but he's managed to stay safe, so he'll have another opportunity to jump out onto the truck as they try and go up the ladder, as a literal waterfall of infected just jumps off the stairwell. Quite amusing to watch, really, and they're just they're dealt with considerable ease as the two hunters are sitting up there waiting. I'm pretty sure we're going to see hunters going straight up in the air any second now and coming straight back down on top of. The smoker in the form of the sheds is waiting for them to go up the ladder, so he'll be ready for that last person who goes up, and then it'll be all on. But these hunters, they've got to make a move soon, Dave, surely.
Yeah, here we go. Speak of the devil, hunters on. Boom comes out. Pukatron taken apart. Let's see if the Horde can get in. Now's the time that they're going to be distracted. A little bit of friendly fire between the guys as they're being slimed there. Heading up the stairs. Still no sign of Shaz. He's playing with himself more than anything else here, RC.
Oh, they've seen him and they're giving him a bit of grief for the old Uzis are coming out and going boom, boom, boom. As he gets taken out, yeah, he played around far too long. He should have tried to take somebody off the truck, but not to be the case, and down he went in fairly quick fashion. A few pills found there by the Ragnarok, so old man Bill gets something for the arthritis, and then he goes and grabs a few other bits and pieces. I think there was a molly that he just got there. Yeah, it was. So they've got a couple of mollies, which is good, and it's, yep, so here come the special infected once again. Hunter goes jumping and jumps on top of Zoe. She's always prime target number one, and it was the Pedopotamus of the man who went flying on in there. He gets taken down, as it looks like they're going to go and set themselves up. They've got two hunters, they would have had a third hunter there, so two hunters and a boomer floating around, and they're getting themselves set up over by the climax event now.
Guys looking good. They've got two mollies and a set of pills up their sleeves. Health looking too good. Looking pretty cruisy rather at this stage. Early days. Kaya's copped a little bit, as has Crab, down to about 3/4. And just clearing out, not too far away from the tier 2 weapons either, RC, which is going to help their cause.
Well, yeah, especially if they're going to get a tank. But I think that they'll probably get over to this this climax event first. Thrax, I'm going to fire over to you as a man of such learned ability when it comes to these climax events. What's your preferred hold here? I've seen a few teams take the room hold over in the corner there. Obviously, since the fence was removed, it means that you can't really hold inside the fence anymore. But I've also seen some other teams jump up on top of the little air conditioning unit as well. So, what do you prefer to take when it comes to this little event?
Look, Artie, really with this event, there's only two ways that I think are really worthwhile doing. One's going to be in the building, which is fairly risk-free. Yeah, you might get pulled out the window now and again by a smoker if you're really not watching what's going on. The other way is sitting in the crane, and while it's sort of the original method that everyone started doing as soon as the game was released, it's really one of the more preferred. It's a lot harder to get in there, and anyone who does get dragged out, very easily rescued, no big drama at all, no safety issues. Up where the boys are right now, where the 4Q boys are, personally I wouldn't sit up there to save my life, because you're just going to get picked off. You got hunters coming at you, smokers, insta-kills, shit's just going to blow up. You sit up there.
Yeah, I was just about to say the smoker from the back door is going to be the prime candidate for that one, as they've got some trash can, the gas can set up as the boomer comes in the back door and picks up 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 of them I think. Can't quite make it. Oh, Shadsky's snapped away and taken down before he got a chance to. In fact, it was a bath bag, so good work from the boomer on that occasion. But Dave, here we go. I think they've set it off. They have set it off, so we'll have a steady stream of zombies coming flying as they've set off all the gas cans to help their situation out a little.
Yeah, they're falling back inside their house here, so no suicide up on the top, as previously mentioned. What have we got? We've got 1 down, 1 up, and 2 spawning at the moment. So there's going to be a little bit of lull as they're just going to pick off the zombies one by one. And Pedopotamus is a smoker at the moment. Shad's coming in as a hunter, and really just the guys just buying their time. RC more than anything, it's just a little bit quiet as the cut descends for them.
Yeah, just shot over to Shads. He's floating around as a hunter right now. He's spawned and he's running around up on top of where the building that they need to head across towards. As they pop on up and say hello to him. Bang! He slaps himself down and gets taken out. Crab follows through and does 16 damage. Sorry, gets 16 damaged. I think it was the Pickletron. So a good couple of pounces going on there, and I think they've heard the tanky. Yeah, they've all bailed out and they've got their mollies at the ready, so they're just going to get a few more bullets and get themselves organised. As Loddick has the tank duties, so oh dear. I think they've probably got a pretty good hold here, the Quattro boys, because that room is just as good for dealing with Mr. Tank as it is dealing with hordes.
They've piped early here, Arcee, and Thrax has to make a speedy exit there, dude. Well, thanks very much for your time, mate.
No worries, boys. Thanks for having me. I was hoping to see the whole match out, but yeah, I got a best mate, and he's like a nagging wife, and he's really whinging at me, so I better bail on this one.
Oh, tell him good luck, have fun from us. But yes, we'll catch you again soon as the failed Molly goes flying back towards Ragnarok. I'm not sure it got the tank. I can't quite find him. Yes, it did get tanky as he goes right on through. As he's just pushed on and he's going to go for the slap boom app. Oh, here we go. Sure, the hunters come in to follow up as Zoe gets bashed around a bit and she's gone down in the mid of the air. That's exciting.
Levitating. She's good, but the tank is down. That's dealt with her. All four are down. Just KO there and rescued there quite quickly. I don't know. The tank wasn't hit by the molly there, Arcee, but he pushed in. And I don't know if it would have been better to wait a few seconds for those flames to die. But all is said and done now, so 2 to spawn, 2 are still down as the guys are pushing up on top of the dumpster, relatively risk-free at this stage, sticking together. They're doing well. Starting to hurt here, Arcee, as the M3GAHURTZ guys are piling on the damage. Couple of, there's a smoke going out there, sorry, pull going out, failed pull from the smoker, but the guys are looking pretty cruisy.
Yeah, they're just bailing out or bailing across towards the interior of the final building that they've got to push through. They're really just trying at this point to protect Zoe in the form of the Kaio, who's really having a few issues at the moment with health, and I think they're looking. Oh, she gets snapped down, and she'll get incapped by the Hunter who went flying over the top there. Hunter was taken down in fairly quick fashion, but just enough to put, I think, Zoe, yes, she is on fade to black, so any more issues and she's going to have to drop a med pack, which is not what they want to do, as she gets slapped, and now they're going to have to protect her, so they'll have to step in front. No, she's going to go across, and I'm just watching her put the med pack on now. That is the final straw for her, so despite the fact that they've only got a few paces to go and a couple of stairwells, she's gone and slapped the med pack on, so yeah, it's not going to make too much of a difference. They've got a whole level up their sleeve, have the Quattro boys, but still, I'm sure they'll be annoyed as they pick up the second tiers.
Yeah, nice one. I guess better safe than sorry, but you know, there's who dares wins. And end of the day, every single point counts. As the boom comes in, just a single one, so they should be right. 3 of the guys still back as the bounce comes in.
Snap!
Oh, nice work there. Quickly shut down as one's just left to deal with this horde here, Arcee, but with the second level weapons, they're just kind of mowing through them.
Yeah, M3GAHURTZ have got some pretty good spots for their smoker too. I'm quite impressed. They're putting him in all sorts of little dodgy areas. Unfortunately, he's not able to get the tongue lashing around whoever his target could be. But he is getting taken down fairly swiftly because I think they're just spawning him a little bit too early. But overall, he's doing very good as Bill just locks Zoe inside a room there. Archangel goes in for a bit of fun with the zombie, and then they all push out through the middle of the office. So they've just gone down the stairwell in towards the offices now, ladies and gentlemen, and they're just slowly progressing through there, taking care of the odd zombie along the way, and they'll be pushing over towards the far side, dropping down another stairwell into another little open office area, and then they'll be on the swift road to recovery, dude.
Yeah, definitely, and the Ragnarok there living on pills at the moment, so he's still got plenty up his sleeve, but he is hurting, he's leaking as they push through. Just following Crab at the moment, just clearing out the rooms there. Funny.
Oh, double bounce, good work!
Oh, Crab, I think he avoided the pounce more by she saw the pills and stepped inside just as the pounce came. So, but the other 2 did get hit here, but still just Rag, the only one hurting, as the guys just slowed down a little bit, not quite at this second stairwell yet, Arcee, and just starting to be spread out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just watching the Ragnarok. Here's the player who's in the biggest world of hurt at the moment. As you quite rightly pointed out, he's living off pills. As he gets boomed, this could be the end of his med pack. I'm sure it will be. He's not quite on fade to black, so they might just push through on him with it. As they've shut the door, gone and dropped themselves into a little closetry room there. Looks like a bit of a library filing cabinet sort of set up, and they're just dropping or trying to drop every zombie that comes in their general way. A couple of them also got taken down, Dave, so with the vomit, so that's just allowing them to sit and hold there for the moment, and they take care of a mess of bodies as they open the door.
Yeah, definitely. Rag leading the way. He's the one with the least health, and he's on point here, so they're pushing through downstairs. by the concierge desk. And are they going to push out the front? They're going to head round the back. Question, decision time. More pills for the rogue, which is good to see. He needs them. Oh, and just one copped on the boom there. The other guys managed to avoid that one, RC. So going to be a relatively minor horde for them to deal with.
Yeah, so they've just passed the pills across the rag. He's just quaffing them as we speak, and I think he's found some more hiding in a cupboard there, and indeed he has picked them up. So plenty of pills to go around for all concerned, and that's exactly what Ragnarok is dropping at the moment. So he's sitting on his last life, ladies and gentlemen. If he goes one more, he'll be on fade to black, but they've only got a short course run across the road as the pipe bomb goes out, indeed, and the dot dot beep beep goes flying, and they'll run across the road, head over towards this. Oh, Smoker comes out late, grabs the crab man, and then a big pounces came on in, but just not quite onto it enough, and they'll get a nice enough, easy enough push across towards the safe house, and everybody will hobble, limp, and roll their way in.
Yeah, and so he also finds a pipe at the end there, so that'll help him. 1, 2, 3, 4 in. Health bonus of 181, not too shabby there, and a good score, getting just under 1500, 1462.
Yeah, 1462, so that'll take them to around about 2.5, so yes, around about 2.5 to 2,600 points versus the 50 odd that is currently sitting out there. So it's a good start from them, and Megahertz have got pretty much to start picking up the perfect round.
Yeah, definitely. So the pressure's on for Megahertz. This will be where we start to see the boys separated from the men as the guys ready up. So in to Megahertz's survivor round, and these guys not used to the ready. So interesting to see who's going to smoke up the top here, RC, and if you can do a better job than little old Shads.
Yeah, that's the question, but I'm more interested to see whether these hunters are going to pounce off the top there. The last two didn't. The Quattro boys didn't go pounce off the top. We've got one sitting up over next to the smoker in that little room there, and the other hunter is in the middle of the roof right outside the spawn area, and the boomer is all the way at the top. I think he's going to do a drop boom on top of them as they get over towards the truck by the looks of it. No, he comes down. He does a big drop boom, boom, and flicks himself around with a full 360. Doesn't pick up. Oh no, picked up one on the way through, so that'll invoke the horde, which is good, but of course they're all on the wrong side of the fence, so they'll just sit there and wait for them all to waterfall over the fence, and they'll pretty much be a nice easy job as the hunters come flying in. It gets stuck on a little bit of a glitch there as they come flying down. Just unable to pick up the players as that tiny little glitch there. I don't know if you could see it, Dave, but it's just a little bit of the lamp, and it's just blocking pretty much any chance that the hunters have to pounce. That was good work for the Megahertz boys to take use of it.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually following Archangel as he came through. Kaio is the other hunter here. He's on there on the ladder. At 25 pounds, Peter Potamus copping the damage there. Kaio taken down, but that was the first 25 of the match. And a shout out there to Kaio for that.
Just watch the smoke. He pulled a player off as well, but pulled a player, but not able to quite pull him off the stairwell area. So that player was safe as a house. But in the meantime, the Peter Possum has taken all the heat from the said pounce, as you quite rightly point out. So Smoker and a boomer are about to pop out. The boomer is getting himself organised in one of the little rooms to go hi, and we've got two hunters who I reckon the hunters will go for a wall to wall. I've seen Quattro do wall to walls where they just zigzag up and down the walls alongside each other, and it's very interesting to watch. So I'm setting myself up for as the boomer pops out, and yeah, here come the hunters. One comes out, two comes out. Oh, does Zoe and the billman go down, and then the hunter comes in. Peter Pickle, the Pickletron's being pulled back, and the boomer is holding, the infected horde is holding the other one in there. So that was some good work. Lewis just got stuck inside the room, wasn't able to take him down as the Peter Potamus goes down, and he's getting absolutely hammered by the horde, which is putting him into a world of hurt as the smoker gets taken out as he just ran in to try and scratch away. And that was some solid work from Quattro, just getting a good boom out to hold them in that hallway, and that's going to bring out the medpack use.
Yeah, definitely. Look, I actually thought they mistimed it. First hunter went in, and it was very well executed. Second hunter just on top before the guys could do anything. The pool was timed to perfection, along with the boomer. Can't ask for much more. These guys are really ripping up the damage here. They've lost 2 health packs. M3GAHURTZ having to heal up, and Pickletron, he's down to about a quarter of a health here. So the guys pushing. There's a boomer, and there's a smoke on it, and then a bounce as well. And Francis, the man, Shad's just copping 1, 2, 3 in a row. They're on the stairs trying to defend as the horde comes up from behind them. And Shads, he's going to be spewing with that one. Down to about half health here, RC.
Yes, they're copping all sorts of heat. Quattro giving them complete grief trying to get through this apartment building as they find some Molotovs, so that's good news for them. That'll help on the tanky, which is over by, of course, a long way away to go as they're just starting to progress over towards the climax event right now. The smoker's made his way up on top of the roof there, and he's got his teammates coming alongside him, and I'm pretty sure... I'm just going to zoom out here. No, we do have
a for the early pool.
So standard rollout. Oh, they've got an early pipey. Did they throw the pipe then? Sorry, no, they've exploded a fuel canister. That's what that was. So I don't think it was a molly. But it's taken care of our friendly smoker by the looks of it. Yep, the grab man's gone boom. So I suppose one mission succeeded, but they've still got a boomer to pop out. 1, 2, 3 picks up, and that's going to bring a whole host of a horde as the 2 hunters come out. They go low styles. One gets dropped. That's the big man in the form of the Peter Potamus, who's already dropped himself a mid pack. He gets a few bit of scratching and slicing going on in the chest area, and the other hunter really quite ineffective as the smoker is ready to. Oh dear, smoker pulls the Pickletron out off the crane. He pulls him down as the horde starts to get organised, and they're going to, as a result, they weren't able to set up, and they're going to start streaming out of that room. So they're not able to set up inside the room as the M3GAHURTZ boys, for some reason, trying to push inside the room and set themselves up there, Dave.
Yeah, they're trying to push back. They've got the horde coming from both sides now. They've got plenty of ammo, so they're just letting rip here with their primaries, and finally managed to back themselves into that corner, still covered in goo as it runs off. But that was certainly nice work there by the 4Q guys. 3 to spawn, just the boomer up at the moment, and waiting for the dump truck to finish racing as the guys are just picking off. And there's a hunt. The big boom! Nice work. Boom to follow us. And Shad's down.
No. There he goes, here he goes. I knew he was coming in. I knew he was going to come in. He just delayed his entry for a few seconds as the boomer goes flying in, and they're going to have to use a pipey because they are getting complete grief. Shads is going down, and he's taking heat while he's down as well. And the Pickletron, he's going to have to drop some pills very, very soon as Shads gets helped up to his feet. Pickletron is suffering hard this map. He has been been given far too much grief. He's got a MiG pack up his sleeve, so is Shads, as Peter Potamus is down to half health, and the Logic is down to about a third health. And they've both dropped, the latter 2 players have both dropped their mid packs, well, at least used them all up. So we've still got tank to go, dude, and they've got a lot of work up there, a lot of work to go, and not a lot in the way of the mid packs.
Yeah, definitely. It's, hill is starting to steepen for M3GAHURTZ as both Pickletron and Shads use their health packs. So back to a decent amount of health. No health packs to be seen for M3GAHURTZ here, and they are only just getting to go over the dump truck, the dumpster rather, as have a look. They've got pipe, and there's a pounce on Peter Potamus comes through. There's a smoke pulling as well. It's all happening here. These guys might not even get over at this stage. They're scrambling around and finally take care of all 4 of the Quattro boys. But that was a nice play there by Quattro, RC, just delaying it.
Here comes our big muscular friend. He is making his way across. And yeah, they're just struggling hard, aren't they, at the moment? Quattro's all over them like a sack of rash, as Mr. Tank's just quite happy to give them grief. He just has a quick peek every now and then just to keep on the old furious meter, and he starts throwing a few boulders. He's going to play rock throwing competitions with them by the looks of it, as he's just going to hold up on top of the roof. He's going to let his teammates spawn, I think. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting for Crab Man. Crab comes out, the smoker goes down, so let's see if they can grab 3 hunters. I'll guarantee you that's what they're aiming for.
Alrighty, so let's have a look, not too far away. Now they've got a boomer, again straight in. He's copped 1, just a single boom, I think they're RC. So the tank now inside as Crab pushes his way down the stairs. Here we go. There's a bounce on at the same time. Molly goes out. They're up the stairs here. He's isolating Zoe. Zoe is down, so Logic taken apart. He's now on to Francis. And Francis incapped as well. So nice work here by Crab. He's on fire. So the guys are trying to outrun him down the corridor. He's got no support here. Arcee, is he able to finish off the job?
If I was him, I'd go back for Zoe. I'd go back and I'd drop her completely. I'd drop either her or Logic, who are both down over in the stairwell area. As he slaps Bill away, he gets hammered over in the corner there, and the tongue goes out for Bill at the same time. As, oh, down you go, son! So it's 3 down, Peter Potamus, there we go, that's all she wrote. The Horde does the rest of the work on the Peter Potami, and that will be the round once again. A total of 50 points will be all as the zombies jump for joy. It's so cool to see that too. I love it. It's probably one of the funniest things to see. A tank, a smoker, and a hunter all jumping around like retard.
It's fantastic. You gotta love what the zombies do. The other good thing is when they're just standing there throwing up on each other, waiting for them to come through. So 89 players, 2,622. 4 queues just in overdrive at the moment. They're just cruising through. We are on to the construction sites. Map number 3 in Dead Air.
Yeah, a lot of work to do for MT. They will start off on the Survivor side. It goes, obviously, the way this game started, it'll be MT, Quattro, MT, Quattro. So, did I get that right? And then MT for the finale. But, yeah, MT having a lot of work to do here. Quattro, we know, are a very good side, as we're going to get a quick ready up, so we'll have a nice quick start to the steered map, which I won't give you a chance. Oh, I've got the bug again. I'll just quickly sort that out. So it's going to be a quick old ready up and push through. But yeah, they've still got a lot of work to do, Dave, and I'm pretty sure that these next couple of maps are going to be more difficult for them than those first two. I think Dead Air overall, I said at the start of the game, is it's a very difficult set of maps in any event. But yeah. The next few maps become even harder because they do get progressively longer as well.
Yes, that indeed they do. So MT, they've got their work cut out for them. Being downed again, they're going to have to lift the game, get some points on the board. Just waiting for them to open the door. 4Q do say they're ready now. So we've got Chads with the Uzi. We've got 3 Uzis and a Shoddy for this one. No, 2 and 2. As they're pushing out, just cautious. Now we got 2 hunters and a smoker and a boomer. So boomer comes in just the one here, Arcee, for early days. And they're falling back and going to go play Ring Around the Rosie by the tool sheds there.
Oh, as a 20
Oh yeah!
Oh, the big pouncers come out. They set themselves up to the Quattro boys. They set both boys in at the same time. As Pickletron, he's been dragged away. The big drag comes out. The smoker puts him in the corner. Hunter follows through and slaps down on him. It's meant that Peter Potamus has had to go running across. As the Pickletron has got a face full of vomit. So does the Peter Potamus, and they link themselves up together to try and sort everything out. They've come on out of the around the storage units, and they're having all sorts of grief with the infected flying on through on top of them, Dave, and that was a massive start to the round for the boys. They just thought that they'd go the clever way, but Quattro read it like the book that it was, and have managed to secure a good little hit on them at the start, in particular. Logic taking most of the heat there. He's picked himself off 20 odd damage. Oh, they tried to go duck shooting with, I think that was Kyo. Yeah, it was Kyo who came flying in, and they just missed out on duck shooting him, but took him down as he went for the pickup. And second tier weapons.
Yeah, definitely boom coming through as well. So they're not pushing that a bounce in for 17. Oh, Quattro just relentless in this attack here. Peter Potamus is starting to hurt, as is Pickletron here. And the guys just by that little stairs and the ramp, they're just fending off the little mini horde coming through one at a time. Another big pounce coming through. And Quattro just really sticking it to MT here, as they're going to push round to the construction site itself.
Tanks out in the construction site.
Ooh, tanky. Who's tank? Who is the tank? It is
Tank gone to Crab. And we've got Kyo flying in off the top of the construction site. He goes in and picks up a kill. Oh, Ragnarok goes in the big airtime and grabs a 25 pouncer. And as a result, it's in cap. The Pickletron. Shads is down. Pickletron's down. Peter Potamus is copping a whole lot of heat at the moment. As he goes down, Logic is the man remaining, and he's got stuff all health. He is going to get nailed. The tank is playing with a bin. That's all she wrote. Oh, dear me. The tank has just thrown a mini skip rubbish bin over the top of everybody, dude. As the final thing that we're seeing is a zombie jumping up and down on top of Lewis.
Oh man, what is happening to Megahertz here? They are just getting red, they're getting picked off, and they're just getting absolutely annihilated as Quattro certainly dishing it out like it's a schoolyard, and they are the senior kids there. So their turn now on the survivors, as they say they're ready, obviously waiting for Megahertz to sort it out. And RC, we're going to see something similar from Quattro. They're going to be cautious out the gate, or they are going to go hell for leather and just push through?
No, I'll say Quattro will do a hell for leather push to the right-hand side. Yep, that's exactly what they do. So they split themselves up slightly, but yeah, this is going to be interesting. One of the hunters has spawned up the top on the stairwell, and he's copping all the heat at the moment, so he's going to get snapped out of mid-air if he even tries to jump on. So he just drops down, and he tries to bail out of the way. So that's a good option from the hunter. So because the Quattro boys would have taken him down. Boomer's coming out the back. He's just looking for a spawn zone, and then he's going to pop himself out, and he'll grab at least two if they stay in the formation they're in right now. So that's the question, though, because the Quattro boys have got all the lines covered, so they're doing very, very well. They're just waiting. I'm pretty sure they're waiting for that Boomer. That's the man. Oh, as Ragnarok gets hit by the hunter goes flying in. The Boomer pops up and he gets taken down swiftly. So that's what the one they were waiting for. Now they'll think you'll find that they'll be able to push on through as the smoker grabs a bit of a tongue around the Ragnarok man. Oh no, I think it was his colleague. And bang, he gets taken out. So now the push will come, Dave. The Quattro boys will push on through, but the tank is going to come out swiftly. And the thing that disappointed me there for the Megahertz boys was that the tank is, here you go, here's the tank straight away. The tank is very easy to take down. We've got big open space here on the construction site, so it's easy enough to take him down if you push on through. And Quattro are doing a rush on him. Oh, look at that, they've got the flame on him already. These guys are pro.
Yeah, Logic is the tank at the moment, and he is burning this bounce then for 2 damage. And every little bit counts here as these guys are just running circles around Logic, and he is down. Ragnarok only down to about half health after getting separated by the guys. He went back inside, and the pounce was on him. But apart from that, 4Q really, it's almost as if they're not bothered by Megahertz at all, pushing through here. They've set off those gas cans to start this event here, RC, and they're holding on the inside by the big cables.
Yeah, this is the typical hold area inside the cables area here. So yeah, it's a pretty straightforward hold. Everybody's comfortable inside it. You've got plenty of area, and there's some good cover with the cables and also with the concrete bags. As the smoker gets a nice little tongue going through the side there, that's good work. As I think we're going to get hunters setting themselves up and getting themselves organised. Yes, we are. So we've got 3 hunters and a smoker here. So that's good times for all concerned. As just watching to see what these guys can do. As another roll of the infected comes in from both sides. This one could be a little more heated for the Quattro boys, as they're looking like they're up to the task so far. Smoker goes down, copped a bit of incidental fire by the look, rather than aimed fire, I should say, Dave. And these 3 hunters are just quite happy to wait it on out and let the smoker respawn, I would suggest.
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, the guys are just laying waste to the multitude of zombies inside, and looking like they're going to make their move now. Ragnarok grabbing another molly, so they've got their molly again up their sleeve. There's no pills, and just a single molly, as we do see Peter Potamus just taking part there very quickly, and the guys just searching the rooms. Now, they're all together, it's all cool, they're cruisy, they're not worried. There's 3 hunters up RC, so we might see a big one at the moment. The guys have locked the door behind them inside the dark room, and no action from the hunters as yet.
No, they've got their points set up though, and the Quattro boys are looking up on top for them. They're in the usual spot. They're waiting for them to get into the corners. The Crabman's the first one, just slowly, just almost faking them out on the pushing through into that corner. as he's just going in there. He's got a teammate in support in the form of Ragnarok. As the boomer vomit comes out and is slightly effective, it takes out 2 players, or picks up 2 players, as the hunters come flying down, and they're going to bail inside and just shut the door as they wait for the infected horde to push on through. So not a good boom from the perspective of where he got them, because the hunters didn't get a chance to come in, but still good enough to get the infected, to give them more grief, really use up more ammo, and so on and so forth as they start to push through now. They go down the corridor. Here come the hunters! 1 down!
Where's the other one gone? Not much
Nah,
of a
he's
hunt.
disappeared. No, he disappeared.
He's gone. The boom comes on as Crab covered in the slime. What have we got? Just 2 of them. Got the Crab and Kaio, I do believe the 2 that have been boomed there. They're inside their cruisy, they're not worried, and not setting off the car alarm as yet.
Well, Hunter goes flying, unable to be taken down though, and he's going to get it. No, he gets snapped out of midair. Ragnarok is the man who delivers the blow. Shed's just taken out in the duck shooting spree, as they're now pushing on through, as they've got to go around the power generator station right now. So it can be a dangerous little area. They've got to push on through, go around the corner of this. There's a couple of high buildings, and then they go inside and need to push on through from inside over to the other side towards the airport.
Yes, here we go. So the guys doing a quick check behind them. They're all looking good. We've got a hunter up and 3 still just spawning by the generators. Again with the second tier weapons. The guys a little bit scattered here, RC, as Kaio cops a little bit of flak, but it's nothing serious. You can hear the hunters jumping around, but Pickletron's more... here he goes on, and he misses, unfortunately. Ragnarok just snaps him in 2. And 3 down, just the boomer up, and he's just laying in wait, RC.
Yeah, he's just moving his big fat gut around, floating around trying to take out Ragnarok, but Ragnarok pops around the corner and takes out the Shads man. So no use there for Shads, he couldn't do too much. As they're pushing on inside, in and around the pump area, found a pipe bomb, and they'll pick on that one and push on through. So inside the what would be the first aid room, and they're just sort of taking out zombies that are floating around along the way. There's plenty of pills in there to keep them occupied, but they don't even need them, Dave. They're doing so well, the Quattro boys. They're pretty much the worst player is Ragnarok. He's on about half health, but everybody else is pretty much 75% odd upwards.
Yeah, looking good. Just scattering zombie parts all over the room here. All 4 of the megahertz ready to spawn. So the guys are going to just down some pills, because they're there, you may as well. And Shad's trying to get the high ground. So we've got 2 hunters there up. Let's see if we can see a big one from megahertz, as they're going to push out to the ruined airport terminal. And we've got 2 hunters. What else do we have? From the guys, looks to be a boomer laying in wait and a smoker. So nice even mix. That's 3 hunters, I stand corrected, and Shads misses his first one here. He's trying to go for a big one, gets caught mid-air. Ragnarok is on fire.
Oh! The Crab man, he picked up, sorry, the Logic, he picked up Crab and dragged him away for a little bit of time in the corner, but it was to be to no avail, because he was quickly taken down. And in fact, all of them are smartly taken out. Oh, they've got a poultice of pills. Look at them all. There's 3 pipe bombs of molly and 4 pills. They've all got something amongst them as a pipe bomb goes flying out as I say that, and that'll take care of most of the horde that's floating in around the baggage area that's out in the middle of the the main area here. Is a Crab just screaming to his teammates, "Pipe bomb! Somebody come and get it!" And now they're pushing across towards the car park, and they'll have to wind their way through.
Yeah, look, again, they've just gone with the molly, so they've got to pull on, but Ragnarok to the rescue as Kaio on low tick there. So we got 2 down, a hunter and a boomer up, more pills being swallowed as there's a 7 pounce on. Ragnarok wasn't looking, he was more concerned with trying to grab the pills as he comes in saved, and they've set off the car alarm, so it's gone to hell in a handbasket pretty quickly here for them. So the guys have to push into the car park now. They're a little bit disorganized. But certainly, as we said, plenty of health and plenty of tricks up their sleeve as the car alarm disappears in the background, RC, and the guys just push inside the dark area of the car park like it didn't happen.
Yeah, they're just pushing on in. They're going to go upstairs now, past the police car at the top of the ramp, and start to push across towards the stairwell so they can go up to the sky bridge. And that's exactly where they are now. I can hear a hunter, and a hunter is indeed what met them in the stairwell. 2 hunters, 3 hunters in the stairwell. They tried for the quick old push, and there's the smoker. He comes out, but these Quattro boys, they're far too good for that, and they've managed to disperse of that attempted attack with synonymous E. So it'll be a quick jaunt across the sky bridge as Bill leads the way, and they'll shoot on into the safe house, lock the door, and call it quits.
1, 2, 3, 4 home. Ragnar almost with full health back due to the pills, and 190 health bonus there. Nothing too shabby, and they're going to 1600, 1624.
1624 place 16 for the map. That's just a big lull, isn't it? But either way, so there you go. 4246 plays 105. Can anybody smell pasting going on there?
Alright, so number 4 is the terminal, and I dare say Quattro are going to keep going as they have, as Crab, as the tank, did a nice 1200 damage there.
Yeah, so the terminal, it's a nice little easy, it's actually one of the shorter maps for this late in the game, so it goes fairly quickly and fairly smartly, which is nice to see at this sort of stage. But basically they'll push around the top of the terminal area, go in through the offices or the corridor areas, and come out the other side. If the tank's going to come early, it'll come as they pop out the other end of those corridors, and then they'll all just bail back inside it, and then they'll come down the escalator, which is where they're just going around the top of, and at the bottom of the escalator there's the van there. They'll have to set off the van and push on through. That van will just go and whack a hole in the fence that they're trying to get past, and then it's pretty much home and hose. Don't go through the metal detectors, and yeah, I'll be interested to see if there's a witch floating around anywhere.
Definitely, and the escalators. A couple of matches ago, we have seen some guys held up there, so we can just keep the pressure on them and do a world of damage at that escalator, depending on how the survivors go. So Quattro leading the way here. They are up for survivors this round, waiting on the OK from MT3GAHURTZ before they open the door. And it's slightly disappointing in this map that you can't destroy the Atlas statue and get the globe rolling around to crush zombies and survivors alive. How cool would that be?
Let's see if we can take the environment out. Why not? Let's go. Boom the environment. I don't know.
Think Fight Club.
So just waiting for, here we go, we finally get the ready from All Concerns, as MT3GAHURTZ call it as well. And, oh, Boomer pops out and says hello to Francis, cops him with a face full of vomit. And it's going to just, a launch came in from Lodic, but Archangel just snapped him in half before he even had a chance to go near the feet of Crab, who was his intended victim. And the Quattro boys just push across towards the entranceway. A flying hunter comes in. It looks like they're just going to expend their zombies so they all meet up again before they can get through at the back. I think they're probably going to hope for the tank to come early, and that's why they're, yep, here he comes. So Tanky is pushing down the stairwell. The good news is for them at this stage is Quattro, they know the tricks. They're looking for that molly. They're looking for a molly or a gassy. Can't find anything, so what are they going to do? They are bailing back, Dave. They are bailing back towards spawn, and they're going to take their chance at spawn area. They're shotgun rushing him. Effectively, and that's pretty much the only option they've got right now. So shotgun rush is coming. Oh, as the hunters go flying, this is a good little helping hand that they're getting from the special infected, Dave, as a tank is flying around. He's had lots of help, but he's just not getting in quick enough at the moment.
Yeah, definitely he's getting a couple of swipes.
Oh no!
Shotgun. Obliterating the muscle. All 4 of the MT3GAHURTZ guys are down. There was some nice support in from the other guys with the hunter, and just wasn't to be. They aren't able to capitalize on that. So Quattro pushing through. Ragnar just absolutely just cleaning the way, storming through, taking out the zombies with the shotgun. There, they find the molly now, and in the bathrooms, but managed to deal with that tank and dispatch it without too much bother.
Yeah, that was a bit disappointing, really. I thought that tank could have got in there a bit harder. He really did have them cornered over by the safe house, despite the fact that they were shotgun slamming him and backpedaling at the same time as two hunters spawn up. Big pounce, misses out on the intended victim as Pickletron gets snapped up in half by the Crabman as he goes flying. Oh, the next man goes flying in the form of the Shads and he gets taken down. Oh, they drop themselves a molly at the bottom of the stairs and the smoker goes in and grabs the hold of somebody. They quickly set off the event. Geez, Dave, they're going helpfully here. They're going for a sprint, not a duck walk, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely, as Ragnarok's leading the way again, just blasting the zombies. He was pretty much through that gate with the van. There's no waiting, there's no holding off for the horde that's behind them. They're pushing through already into the back of the baggage handling area. Take care of the boomer. No one affected by that at all. And, man, that 100-yard dash is on by Quattro. And just a quick reprieve to grab some pills and take care of the lone hunter.
Yeah, the hunters are sort of, they were having to backpedal on one of them, decided that he would have to, he'd just go for it anyway, just to see what came of it, as they're starting to progress over towards Atlas. That man in the concern there, and normally there can be a witch in and around this area, so I'm just having a look around for her. Can't see her, can't hear her, so I'm assuming not in this instance. And they've avoided the metal detector, so they won't set off that one on this occasion, as a couple of hunters go flying on in. Boomer's going to wait for them at the top of the stairwell. No, he's not, and they're going to be quickly across to the oh, there's a hunter around. Yes, there is, Zoe. They're going to be quickly across to the safe house, Dave. It's going to be a good round of fast round.
Yeah, definitely. It's Shad's trying to do it. He gets a quick pounce on, but shut down there. All four of the Quattro fellas looking good. Going to check the bar just briefly, but they've got 3 sets of pills, a pipe, and a molly, so they don't really need a huge amount of supplies here, but they are looking nonetheless. They're going to get all 4 in comfortably as they quickly dispatch of Lotic, who comes in. There's a quick pull from the smoker, not going to be 3 dead. Single hunter up. It's a consolation prize there, really, as the guys are going to head through the door. Look at that, they even molly out because that is how thorough 4Q are.
Done and dusted, that's all she wrote. Good points to 1,746.
Very nice.
That'll take them to about 6,000 after the 4th map. That is massive, dude.
Indeed it is. So, Megahertz, it's their turn to shine now. And shine they need to, indeed. And so we're going to
call it right now.
Yes.
I'm going to call it right now. Early tank is going to take Megahertz out easy. You watch, these Quattro boys are far too pro. They are going to nail these suckers to the wall. They're not going to know what's hit them, I reckon. I reckon you'll see the 2 hunters and a smoker just absolutely deal alongside the tank.
Alrighty, so both teams going ready. Of course, there is the chance for them to grab that molly. It's in the bathroom. And let's see if they're able to deal with it. The guy's just ambling out, waiting to see if there's any ambush. And certainly just strolling down memory lane more than anything at this stage, Arsley.
It's quite amusing to see the duck walk come out, as Bill is doing the literal duck walk, and everybody else is just holding down shift and going forward slowly but surely, as they just stop to admire the lack of scenery, I suppose you could say, and just watching and waiting. The ash comes in from the rooftop and gently flutters down in through the middle of the map. Oh, they've got a molly, so that's going to help their situation, but of course it's all in the hands of the one man, Peter Potamus, to get it on target. If he stuffs up, well, I can imagine he'll have the wrath of his 3 teammates going, you absolute complete nublet. Zoe cops a whole lot of vomit as the smoker tried for the pull on her, couldn't quite make it, but it's going to at least allow for the horde to come flying on through, and here comes Mr. Tank. They push through just far enough to invoke his wrath, and he is made available. So we've got a hunter, a tank, a boomer and a smoker. I'd suggest that the boomer will go and waste himself. He's going to push on through, I think so, as the tank's going to hide and probably start throwing a few rocks. Smoker is there as well, so they're all just sort of hiding behind some good cover at the moment, Dave, and not really progressing through too far.
Yeah, this gives Megahertz a chance to just start getting a pick onto them. Here comes the hunter in, first one, and taken apart. So Tank follows in. by the spawn door there, by the safe house. So the pipe, the molly goes down. Tank is on fire, but he's in amongst them. He's picking on Zoe, having a little bit of private time with her in the corner as she goes down in capped. He's going to stay there, and oh, he's going to go for the throw. I thought he was going to try and finish her off. It's not to be. He's going to try and hit the others, but taken apart by the other three, RC, and they're going to go back and give Zoe just a helping hand in a few inappropriate places.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't you? You know, of course, you know, those little lumps are made to pull people up, of course, aren't they? So, anyway, as we start to push across, the smoker's about to respawn, so this could be quite handy for them. Just to slow them up even further, we have 3 red barred. The Peterpotamus in the form of the Zoe, he is on the old fading zone. Probably needs to drop a health pack at the first opportunity. Lodic, he is suffering hard, but still on the full bars, and so is the Bickeltron. He's on about 10%. Lodic is also on about the same. And Shad's full health, like the little pussy he is. He went and hid in the corner.
Alrighty, so the guys in the boardroom here, and just waiting for that little mini horde to go through. And unfortunately, RC, the curse of the Shoutcasters, called the tank demolition and not to be. So 4Q cursed by the arse. You and Southern been spending too much time together, dude.
Yeah, man, I do it all the time. Actually, Conrad's another one that's has a bad habit of doing that. I reckon they'll get a team down this round, and no chance in hell it'll happen. As, incapped on their own player. Oh, Peterpotamus cuts a whole lot of heat as well from pistol damage coming from his teammates. So Peterpotamus is going to drop any second now. I'll just stick with him to see whether he drops the health pack or not, as they've found a Molotov or two, and Peterpotamus is going to drop any second. Down you go, Zoe. Down you go, love. Dropped. And no. There we go. She's going to drop some pills. So the pills come out, so that'll keep her up and healthy. So she won't quite get faded black just yet. Boomer comes in, throws out the vomit, and doesn't pick up anybody by the looks of it. Oh, Hunter goes flying in, least expected. Good wall pounce coming in there from the Kai-O, and that's what we like to see. Bit of the old wall action, bit of bouncy coming down the corridor.
We also had the smoker from behind getting the pull on. It was short-lived, but a bit of friendly fire taken again as I think it was Shad's save there. So all 4 of the Quattro players down, the guys with a little bit of a breather, and they're just playing hurdles here in one of the rooms with the tables where the fancy diagrams on the wall showing which way everyone has to go. So pushing out now, limping like a bunch of gimps. They are only just heading up to the escalators, and we're going to see a Quattro 4-pronged attack here, RC.
Yeah, I was just sitting with the Shads as Lodic is going to drop the mid pack. He said, no, it's all too much for me, boys. I am picking it on up, and I'm going to go and use up the bandages because, well, frankly, we just need to finish this map before we even get a chance on the finale, as the hobbling form of the black dude goes down the stairwell, just looking to see if there's going to be any rooftop zombie action. And I can tell you right now, Lewis, you've got 2 behind you, dude, and that's about it. You've got a smoker up the top, so the 2 hunters up the top of there, waiting. Boomer pops down the bottom. Hunter goes flying in. Second hunter goes flying in. Oh, big bounce! 21 damage. It goes flying. Peterpotamus cops the host of it. Pickeltron goes down into Incap, and as well as the horde come flying in, Dave. So a good little bit of an attack here before they got a chance to set off the van.
Yeah, it's Rock, Hard Place, and M3GAHURTZ in the middle as Peterpotamus and Pickeltron both. And Pickeltron there using his health pack, so they're down to 1. It's only, sorry, down to 2. Peterpotamus and Shads with their health packs yet to use. They've got a pipe and a molly, no pills at this stage. And they haven't set off the event yet. The truck is, or the van is still there. There's a nice boom comes in. Gets 3 of them.
Oh, big damage!
Nice one. They're just keeping it on. This is just a wall of attack by Quattro, just keeping the pressure on. They're going to set off the event now by the looks of things. And
interesting hold. They're going all the way back up the top.
Staying out of sight and out of mind.
Yeah, they've gone right back up to that that room that you were talking about before, which has got all the strats up on the board, including bouncing up and down, which is what it looks like. Actually, I'm going to go and have a look and see what it is on the board while we're just waiting up in that room there. And it's pretty much just garble, by the looks. Just complete garble, Dave. It doesn't really matter. In the background, we've got a hunter running around, and we've got a greeting party as they exit the room, basically, which is going to be hard for them now that they've cornered themselves. It's going to be hard for them to get out of this without scathing at least a boomer. As the hunters go flying and the smoker goes in for a pull. Boomer comes out and gets a bath bag as one of the hunters have got one of them on the floor, and that is some great work from Quattro to create maximum grief. And I hope another infected horde comes streaming in, as it's going to be a bit of a false bathing from the boomer by the looks. Just a few players come over in that direction, but nothing really to bother the MT GAHURTZ boys.
It almost looks like the MT GAHURTZ are following the strats that are on the board here. So finally they're pushing out. They are up by the top of the escalators, just dealing with the zombies in 1s and 2s. Nothing spectacular, but clearing a path. So this is where we really saw Quattro put the pedal to the metal and start running. So unfortunately for MT GAHURTZ,
Three hunters.
Oh, they're all up now. And Loaded goes to grab the pills and is shut down, taken by a hunter there from behind. He's going to get the pills after copying. As there's a pounce going on, and we got an in-cap. Shads is down. It was a quick pull from there as well, so it's all happening. And so now all four of the Quattro guys are dead, and still there is no speed, no haste from MT GAHURTZ. RC, they are just ambling and clearing the corridor as they go.
Poor old Shads had nowhere to hide that time round, and as a result he got into in-cap zone. He's also handed his medpack, or used his medpack, so that means that he's going to be stuck in the in-cap zone for pretty much the rest of the map as they start pushing up through the baggage handling area. At the back there, good boomer vomit comes in and grabs two of them. The long-range curry snap, and that's what comes out. Oh, double hunter pounce takes out two players as I think it's Lodic. Yes, Lodic has dropped down the bottom of the baggage area as they're going to have to give him a helping hand. Shads is about to get dropped as Pickletron gets pulled off by the smoker, and it's just Quattro grief every which way you look, dude. They are spawning within seconds of each other, and they just can't stop this. Yeah, just going rampant.
Oh man, that was huge, and that was Archangel that pounced there on Lotic. So just one up to spawn, the others not too far behind. Like you said, they're getting their timing down really well. Boom comes in, cops one, I think, or is it two there? And just the one.
Oh,
and again, we've got it down. Two down, RC.
Yeah, two down. One was as a result. Oh, big pounce comes into the Pickletron. They're going to try and rip him apart. No, he quickly gets taken out. But those two players got downed as a result of pretty much a general fade to doom, and also because of the fact that Shads got snapped by the I think it was the boomer, and Shads is now on fade to black. So. He is going. I've still got his medpack, and he's going to use that, and he's in Happy Days territory. So there you go. I mistook that for pills earlier on, so apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. So we've just got one set of pills in the hands of the Pedopotamus, a couple of mollies, and pretty much still half the map to go.
Yeah, definitely, as the boom comes in again, followed quickly by the hunters. So a world of hurt here for MT GAHURTZ, and the boomer, blown apart at the stairs, but there's three of them copying the green stuff at the moment. They've finally managed to clear out, and they're going to push through to the famous, what's it called, metal detector.
You're just watching, well, I was watching at that point in time the Crabman who's got the smoker duties, as he's just trying to hide from the survivors are looking around for him, but he's just trying to hide from them. As he pops his head out and gets it taken off, Pickletron is the man who delivers the shotgun blow. Pickletron is a man who's in a whole lot of pain and a whole lot of problems right now, as is the Pedopotamus. But those two players about to drop off the face of the earth as Pickletron just gets his little bars disappearing. He'll go down right about now. And Pedopotamus, there you go, both go down at the same time, so that's not good news. Shads is going to be the man who has to lead the charge here, as Lodic is also in a whole lot of trouble. So Pickletron, he's on fade to black now. Pickletron is on his last legs, literally, as they've probably got, well, they've got a good couple of spawns from the special infected dude. I don't reckon Pickletron's going to make it.
Yeah, it's not looking good, that's for sure. They are on the home stretch, but certainly with all four of Quattro, as Shad does a fail molly. There's a bounce on to the black man, only for 8 damage. Second one coming through, and Pickletron there trying to hit him and Peterpotamus. Lotic not looking good either, but Pickletron managed to survive that one, RC. He can see the end of the level, and he might actually get home.
Yeah, I'm just looking around for the Pickletron is in the safe house, so he'll be a happy man as they all start to push on, and there's not going to be another spawn opportunity for the Quattro boys. It was all too fast of a push. As the boomer comes in, they shut the door on him and say, that is all we're riding in this little episode of a debacle. 876 points is all they'll come away with because of the use of the what the hell is that zombie doing? Because of the use of all the medpacks.
Alrighty, but they did manage to get 4 in, so 5992 plays 981. And we are on to the runway finale.
What do you say to that? 6,000 to stuff all. Oh dear. Never mind. They're doing their best, and that's all they can ask. All we can ask at this late stage, because now it's all just for shits and giggles, as we can see what the pretty much what the boys from Quattro have up their sleeve here on the finale of Dead Air. We've got consistent early tanks, dude, so you know what's going to happen here. They're going to come out the door, they're going to get off the ends of the ramp, and a tank is going to come flying over towards them. So with M3GAHURTZ on the survivor side, they better get their act together very, very quickly, and they'll all have shotguns, I would say, and the only option you've got, shotgun rush.
Yeah, we've seen the guys just tend to hold up at this air bridge here, forcing the tank to come up, and it can go one of two ways. You can down the tank, but if he gets close to you, then it is all over before you've even set foot outside of your safe door. So we're going to see the spectacular air crash, and I'm going to record this all on my demo. So if you're looking in, we're going to have some nice cinematics here, RC, to start off this finale.
Oh, absolutely. We like a bit of the old cinematics, as all the sprays have been compulsorily put up the middle of the hallway, just before the exit. So just waiting on the ready calls from all concerned. We've got boomer, 2 smoker, 2 hunters and a smoker. Everybody says ready from M3GAHURTZ. Quattro confirm, and here comes Dave's plane. It is flying on home. Not the sort of fly home that you want, but it is flying on home nonetheless. And here comes Tanky. Picked it like a dirty nose, dude.
Alrighty, and it's Ragnarok, so now is the chance. Crab gonna be the first one taken apart. Shad's doing the damage there as the plane comes in. It all looks spectacular, and as we said, they are all up on this air bridge here, RC, and one down already, and the tank trying to find Ragnarok to see where he is in amongst them. Shut down.
Tanks just got taken down, yeah. He got shaken down. They shotgun rushed him. That was the only option they had. They took their time to get out. The boomer came in and gave them a bit of grief, but the fortunate thing for them is the position that they're in. The boomer's vomit doesn't really do too much, so the infected swarm doesn't really come too close to them. And yeah, the tanky got on up, and he played bashy, but thanks to the second tier shotgun, it's pretty swift work when you've got 2 or 3 shotguns going on said player. So as a result, though, Lotic was gone down. He's about to go down for a second time as he gets pounced on once again. A big 15-pointer goes flying in there, and then another one takes it down. Kyo, and there goes Lotic. He gets dropped accordingly. The next man on the agenda for the kill streak is the Peterpotamus, as Lotic is just getting helped once again up to his feet there. As poor old M3GAHURTZ, they just have not had a good night.
No, look, they're still at it. They're not going down without a fight. Lotic is in Fated Black using the health kit, as does Peterpotamus. And like a midget in a urinal, they're feeling a little bit nervous here.
Yeah, no, very much so. What the fuck kind of analogy is that? Anyway, Just watching the setup here. It'll be interesting to see whether they go for a corner hold or whether they hang around by the truck and the MG. And it looks like they're going to go over by over the back. Not the best place in my opinion, because there's a couple of cargo crates around there for when Mr. Tank comes flying in, and he's just going to snap those towards you, and you're going to go down like the proverbial $2 hooker. But either way, Peter Potamus takes out the Ragnarok as he goes flying on in. Kyo gets taken down as well. The Shads is the man who delivers that blow, so we're left with a Boomer and a Smoker. Smoker spawned, the Boomer is just looking for an appropriate time to pop on out and apply the vomit accordingly, as the Smoker gets a good hold around Francis and drags him across towards him, and now the little snap scratchy poos is going to come out. Shads is going to get taken down in just a second, and there you go, he gets taken down just as the Smoker gets exploded. So that's going to create a bit of an issue for them, Dave, as Quattro once again continuing the awesome work that they've been doing.
Oh, definitely. Nice work here. Now Ragnarok's going to come in. There's a quick pounce there for 7 damage. And let's see if Ragnarok coming up from on high. He misses, unfortunately, with the big pounce, and he is quickly dealt with there. So, but Pickeltron just start copping damage here. Too many of these zombies swarming around him. He's gone down. They're going to have to save him. And this horde coming through, giving 4Q a bit of chance. Now Shads is again on the receiving end of a pull. The Smoker is on fire. Peter Potamus coming to his rescue like a knight in shining armor. But Shads is going to need to use some use his health back here, RC, because he's got SFA remaining.
Yeah, definitely, and there's a whole lot of grief being thrown. They've got an interesting, and I say, when you say interesting, I think you should probably read it as what the fuck, as their hold point, as a rock goes flying, and down goes the player. I don't know if it was the rock or it was just a general downage, but Shads has just dropped again, and I'm pretty sure he's going to fade out on us. I'm pretty sure, as I'm just going to try and find him. No, he's not. He's not fade to black, so he'll still be okay if they manage to pick him up. Pickeltron's about to be the next one who's going to drop down. As bang, Loddick gets snapped away, which is actually quite helpful for him because he gets away from the tanky. But now he goes down, and Pickeltron drops as a result of the horde just tickling him far too much, and everybody is done and dusted. 200 points is all they'll score because, frankly, they got stuff all of the distance.
Yes, unfortunate to be, but really it's been the flavour of the night. Quattro just too strong at this stage, but M3GAHURTZ, they're pulling some good moves. Unfortunately, they just cannot compete at this stage. So, final run here, RC, it's going to be Quattro's chance, and I dare say they're going to get all 4 of the survivors in.
Yep, as we just wait for our plane to do its little loop, here it comes, but here comes our tank as well. Quattro doing exactly what the form of the M3GAHURTZ should have done. They should have bailed straight out of that archway, the air thingy bridge, and popped on down the bottom there as the tank's coming around the back. He snaps one of them down, snaps another one down. They've found themselves a molly, so they've had a good search around, a bit of a rustle around on the ground. They've found a Molotov and taken down the player, taken it down, and it's all over the tank right at the moment. So they're just giving him grief now. It's just shotgun rush time. They're just playing with him, really, toying around with him as the crab has gone down, and I can't quite see where the crab is. Oh, she's stuck right up the top. Oh, low. How do you get up there? Oh, the tank's probably bashed her up there. That's awesome.
Yeah, the tank sent him out of the park there, RC, and they've all had to climb up to save him. So a little bit of laughing from the guys as all 4 of M3GAHURTZ taken apart. Look, that was nice work by the tank. That was low-tick the tank there, and Ragnarok just heading up again towards the other half bridge. Grabs some pills, which is nice to see, and these guys are going to make their way into the corner for a slightly more orthodox defense in this situation.
Yeah, regulation hold is what we'd probably call that one, because that is pretty much what you'd expect from a team such as these guys. The reason for the corner, ladies and gentlemen, is because it's got the big overhang, so it eliminates the 25 pounces. Well, mostly. We'll see if the M3GAHURTZ boys know about the little trick jump that you can do, bouncing off the walls and jumping back down. But there's a big couple of pounces going to go firing on up here, and one of them gets taken out. The Loddick gets taken out. Bang! 14 damage from the Shads as he takes out Archangel. And then Ragnarok saves his player accordingly by shooting him off the top of him. So the Quattro boys, no, they're not going to go to the regulation hold. I'm pretty sure they've set it off. Yep, There we go. So it's definitely been set off now, I'm pretty sure, Dave.
Yeah, we hear the pilots in the background. Let's see what's happening. The guys are just scrounging as Ragnar finds a molly there. So we've got a little bit of breathing space for M3GAHURTZ, and the guys have been isolated. There's one in the back corner, pulled up by the smoker, finally freed as the guys rush to his defense around the plane. So a little bit scrappy by Quattro. And now the race is on as the zombies come pelting at them. They're going to be picked off. They've got such a huge distance to cover here. And the guys forming pretty much a back-to-back ring and keeping each other covered, RC.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything to them. I'll probably have a chat to them afterwards, but they're just, you know, they are slightly on top of each other, which is what we try to avoid in amongst the rules, you know, because obviously Left 4 Dead allows for that complete player glitching. You can stand right on top of each other, in fact inside each other. If you really want to have a look at what the inside of Zoe looks like, then you can feel free to do so, but I can tell you it's nothing to write home about. As we just watch around and see the hunter goes flying off the top of the wings. Bang, yeah, nice pulls being held as well. I think it's Lewis has been stuck over in the corner there, the black man getting the first to kill treatment, and that's the Kaio who is stuck in that role. As we're just watching the hunters trying to get themselves set up, but they're just coming in bits and pieces though, Dave. There's just one or two of them at a time, and that's not going to give Quattro any grief at all.
Yeah, it's late, they're tired, they're frustrated. They've been playing well, but just starting to come unraveled at the seams. Now they head to the classic corner. So I'm about to sneeze, take it.
Indeed they do. Boomer comes out, Smoker has already spawned, and the two hunters are floating around in the background as well, as another tank comes on his way, Pickletron. So they lose the hunter, and the tank will come out instead as he throws a couple of rocks into the corner. And have they got a molly? Yes, they've got one molly up their sleeve. The Ragnarok is the man who has that in hand. So we'll just quickly spec over towards him and see what he's going to do with Mr. Tank running around the plane at the moment. And he's going the wide berth, Mr. Tank. He's going to look for his baggage containers. He's going looking for his luggage trucks, so he can have a smack around with those, see if he can take out 2 or 3 players at a time.
Yeah, it's a little bit of work to set up as he's failing with this second one here, bouncing it off the plane more than anything else, and then between the trucks. So he's going to forget about it. He's already got one out, so now he's going to start copping damage as he comes through. The guys are on the other side, and they're going to run rings around him, RC, as they're all on top health. And here he goes. One gets hit in caps, and that is Pickletron taking down the crab. So nice work there. He was actually caught in the smoke, and Pickletron just copping damage, hiding behind his baggage cart, allowing the guys to come through, and it's a failed pounce there by the hunter.
He picks up a couple of rocks to throw and throws them accordingly, and he is downed. He is gone, Burger. That is a great little hold there from Quattro, using the pillars that are floating around in the middle of the map to fantastic ability. They just pick up the crab, who's the form of the Zoe, and she grabs some pills and she'll drop those accordingly. In fact, no, Archangel's going to heal her up with a med pack that he has that the crab does not have. So it's looking solid as we're going to get another infected horde come flying on in, and let's see if the special infected can do anything here. As I'm just waiting for these hunters to go flying. Lolik is the man who I think has got the best opportunity to try and take him down, and I think he's also got his teammate in the form of the Peterpotamus alongside him.
Alright, let's see what he can pull as the Lotik comes in for the pounce, and gets caught up. Potamus pounces for one. Lotik unfortunately unable to get it, so it's 3 down. Just the Boomer who's trying to avoid him. There we go. Kaio clearing him out there. So all 4 down. They're going to have a quick breather, ready up, reload their weapons. They're not hurting at all. Kaio down to about half health. RC, they've still got 2 of the med kits up their sleeves as this rush is coming over, and they're just dispatching them.
That's a great call. Lotik's pulled out the how did you hit him? He was zigzagging, the Boomer they're talking about here, and he was oh dear. Oh, that's good form. At least the M3GAHURTZ boys are taking it in their stride. The fact they've just about been completely dispatched of, as a Ragnarok is he takes out the Pickletron, who was trying to fire the tongue across into the corner once again. Oh no, and this time it was over towards Bill, so the Archangel copping the wrong side of that lashing. As we just watch and wait, They're just about good to go, says the Mr. Pilot Man. So they've just got one more tanky. He comes on out, and he's going to come out in great spawn area. He's going to come straight on out of the air bridge, which has been taken down over this side. Zoe calls out the tank, and he's got great molly. Great molly. Did he avoid it? No, he didn't. That is stunning. To the bittersweet end, 3 hunters and a tanky, and that Molotov, ladies and gentlemen, went right up the middle of that air bridge, and pretty much Andrew Simons couldn't have asked for a better arm than that one. It was beautifully hurled.
Definitely. So Shads is the man as the tank. He's managed to in-cap Crab. He's still burning, and there he is taken down. There was a nice double pounce in from the hunters. They're going to revive Crab. And, Francis is playing it safe. They're going to heal up here. They're going to get this final wave in RC as they make their way towards the plane. They're hurting, but certainly they've got 2 pipes up their sleeve. As Ragnarok is pulled back, quickly dispatched by the Crab, and the guys grab the ammo and going to deal with this last tank, or are they just going to push inside? Rags in, 2's in, the tank tries to follow them. There's a bounce on the outside. They might not get all 4 of them in as Peter Potamus comes through, and they're going to leave Archangel behind.
Yeah, Archangel got in-capped just at the bitter end there. Hunter came flying in on top of him and had a bit of a how you going, as Shed says. Poor Archangel did a whole lot of good work throughout the whole entire map, the Archangel, and they'll still come away with one hell of an easy win in the end. Yeah, just a finale, just not going according to plan, I'd probably say. That's the Megahertz boys saying that's going to hurt your score. 1,398, if it matters, is what they scored in the end, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get you a quick update any second. It'll be a massive 7,400 or 7,200 odd. And I'm waiting. 7390 played 1181 there, Dave.
Yes, that was nice work there, and Megahertz really sticking to them right at the end, not going down without a fight, and managing to in-cap Archangel, only getting 3 on the plane there. But well played by both teams. Quattro just largely in charge from the early days, kept up the pace, and just too strong for Megahertz tonight.
Far too strong, as it would turn out. So. Yeah, I'm just thoroughly impressed. Those Quattro boys, just every single map, they managed to take them down, bar the 4th one, and even then, they were pretty much on the slow side of it. They could have almost been taken down along the way, but some very, very good work from Quattro, showing the form that they'll probably continue to show throughout the CGI here. And yeah, Dave, I'm impressed enough to say, holy hell, that was some good zombieing.
It was some good zombie. And you gotta give it to them. Not sure how they got that kill with the zigzag. That's got to be the call of the match.
The call of the match. On behalf of Gamestah, we'd like to thank our sponsors at OzGamers for all the latest news, reviews, downloads, and anything that is gaming for both PC and console. Shoot on over and log into ozgamers.com. Obviously, we've got to congratulate the form of Quattro once again being successful this evening on the map of Dead Air, taking down Megahertz with Synonymous 7,300 odd points to just a little over 1,000, and it was another great match from Cybergamer's Invite League for Left 4 Dead. We've got more awesome action for you coming up, so make sure you're always checking out Gamestah.com for that coverage. And of course, if you're going to match to request, feel free to do so by pushing the big red button over the right hand side of our website at Gamestah.com. You dodgy blind bastard. On behalf of myself, I'm RC Nims. The dude alongside me is the Spear Dave. The whole team here at Gamestah would like to thank you for listening, and we look forward to your company next time on GameStar Radio.
Gamer, do you know what it takes to be the best? Because we do.
The Elite Shoutcasting Network.
Are you listening?